no, no. The true menace is everybody but me.
Oh, we'll see about that, Zoe.
What did Zil say?
She would never do that to me. So you need flower petals.
I mean, there's a bunch of flowers.
Yeah.
Honestly, this doesn't seem like enough flower petals. I mean, I guess there's those too.
I mean, it's only like... It's only 2 big ones per flower. See?
Yeah.
And then you use these. There's all these white ones.
Yeah.
These white ones. These white shield things. Prank them, Lotl, says Nana.
What?
Nana says, prank them, Lotl.
How are you, Mana? Oh, we didn't post in the Discord.
Well. Where's your phone?
Not over here. Actually, we could totally use my phone for... We could use your... Oh wait, never. We can't use your phone. I was like, we could use my phone for one of the chats and your phone for the other chat.
So, why do we have beef? Let's have, you know, pork instead. Let's have chicken instead. No beef. Though beef is good. Let's have beef too. Let's see. Copy. I'm gonna post this.
Okay, I have sorted things. Things have been sorted. Huzzah. Now what? Now I take a drink.
I've got a lot to be thankful for. A lot to be thankful.
Okay, now I get my instruction manual.
I sit down and read your name aloud.
So I did not do that part. Okay, so looking for 3 of these doohickeys. That's the scientific term, in case you didn't know. Okay, I believe that is them. And so they're gonna go on.
Okay. Your live link, yeah, is the live link not correct? Oh, it's not correct. It goes to the previous stream. So I have to edit that. Hold on. Edit.
Okay. So we got
Pinks.
those.
There we go. There we go. Okay. And now to open Twitch chat on the phone.
So did you guys find the stream today from Twitter, Twitch notification, or Discord, like mentioning it on Twitter, or on YouTube notification? How did you find the stream? Wait, what?
Also, you're silly if you think that I only bully Lotl. I do a lot of really nice things for her. I make sure she has water and food. For one thing, she doesn't feed herself.
It's true.
Without me, she would perish.
I might actually perish.
For all you know, she has perished, and I've had to revive her multiple times.
It's happened.
But no, we only bully Lotl in good fun, because she's a bully too.
If it was ever too much, I would, and I'm pretty sure I have. Actually, I don't know if I have.
You never have, because it's never been too much.
Yeah.
Silly.
Well,
Silly.
like some friends have bullied me too much.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and
yeah,
so
I mean
then,
that's different.
And so then I'll be like, all right, okay, you can stop now. Like, it was fun until it stopped being fun. So now stop. Let's see, we got items. Oh, okay. Ah! The Lego jumped out of my hand.
No, these are fun bullying. It's not real bullying. Lotl's my life, silly.
Yeah, no, this is not real bullying. This is just we're married and picking on each other. But I think it's very good that you are sensitive to it and don't want to see real bullying, because that is really important. And
I'm bullying my own thing. Thank you.
don't steal my pieces.
I do what I want.
This is my stream right now.
What? I'm here too.
Yeah, I know, but I'm building the thing.
Yeah. So long as the bullying that you do to any life that you get isn't like malicious. Here, I made a thing.
And that's very nice.
Now can you use it?
Okay. I'll take
Fine, I'll dismantle it.
it.
You can't appreciate art.
I can't see what was said on
There you go. Over on YouTube?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, wow.
That Discord link is not going to work. We have it shut down, so we have to give out specific links. Because we don't want ne'er-do-wells getting in and hurting us. So hold on, let me get a link that will actually work.
Yeah, there's been issues with like we haven't experienced any, but there's been a lot of people having issues with people joining Discord servers and causing big major problems. So in order to protect ourselves and our community, we don't have it super open anymore. Like it's open, we invite people in, but like specifically we have to know kind of who they are and that they've interacted with us and stuff.
Here you go. Now you can join the Discord. The link will only be active for the next 30 minutes, so basically get in now or forever hold your not getting in there, whatever. Oh, thank you. No beep anymore. Oh, well, thank you. Lotl would have you know, probably, that she thinks that I am a teddy bear too. And not at all
Vyxenna-
scary.
Vyxenna is like the biggest teddy bear.
I'm a baby.
Except
I'm just a big baby
moderator.
sometimes.
Moderator Vix is awesome, tough cookie. Like
Well, that's when the captain comes out.
that's defender.
That's when the captain comes out.
Like, I will protect our honor. And I'm like, yes, I don't want to deal with this.
Anyone comes into our stuff and starts messing with you or me, I get them.
It's at that time when I'm like, I'm baby. I'm baby, protect me. Okay, what am I doing here? Forgot what step I'm on.
That seems like a personal problem.
So I did that one. Oh, and then I go green. Go green. Oh, our kitty cat. Our kitty cat needs love. And by that I mean our kitty cat needs to be let inside our office because so sad, so lonely.
So lonely, so sad, so lonely, so sad. What a silly cat. Do I let him in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then of course you'll let him out when he's done being in here.
But of course.
Because this is how cat logic works.
Well, what do you know?
Vic's watching over two babies.
Cat says meow wow wow. The cat says meow wow wow. Uh-huh.
That's not good.
Yeah, you have to be careful with people.
But yeah, we're not super familiar with Break, but we know of him because of through Anna.
Yeah, we're familiar enough.
We're familiar enough. But yeah, it's good that he checked it.
Hi, Star-Crossed, who I assume is Aura. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, how are you today? This evening. Saber, he just slammed into the door.
Here. Wait a second. I'm here. No,
The night's going okay. There was a lot of technical difficulties at the start of the stream, so we started like way later than I would have liked or wanted to, because things were not working out properly. You have your book on top of your Lego.
I know.
What are you gonna do? Mana says, oh, actually, hold on. Ahmed says, I actually got to know Anna through Break and you through Anna. Yep. That's basically what we figured. And Mana says, got a lit for a bit, but I'll be watching. I can't wait to see the Orchid.
Thank
And
you.
oh yes, don't forget the contact, Scuff Inc. Yep. Scuff Inc. We must owe them money or something.
No, they
keep
owe
hitting
us.
up all the time.
No, they owe us money. Scuff Inc. should be sponsoring us because we are showcasing all the stuff all of the time for free. Like, really. They owe us thousands of dollars.
Uh-huh.
Thousands of dollars.
I don't think they see us that way. I think they think we owe them money, and that's why they're gonna keep messing with us.
Well, if that's the case, that would make sense for them having a super scuffed model. Super scuffed pricing model. Business model.
So Zell has a nice message to say. I just have to say this because it's probably the only time I'll have the guts to. But you two make my day every time you go live. I can't tell you how many times I've come in here being down and depressed, and you both put a smile on my face the moment you say hi. You two mean a lot to me, and I hope you both have the best possible lives that you can imagine. You guys should be proud of yourselves. Aw, well thank you so much, Zell.
Aww.
That really does mean a lot.
Yeah, that really does. Thank you. And I'm glad that we can do that for you.
Hi Pokey, hi.
Hi, Pokey.
Enjoy your lurk.
Yeah, enjoy your lurk. But yeah, thank you so much, Zell. Like, it's really nice to know.
With these.
It's really nice to know that we can like impact people's lives for the better and make a difference and bring people joy. At this point, I don't know how much more I need to do on this. Let's see.
What?
I've got.
Did you lose track of everything you're doing?
Yeah. I'm just kind of on autopilot right now.
You were only supposed to do this.
So.
You added this and this and this.
Oh, okay.
You need to start over.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Here we go.
You need to start over.
Man, but I already did this. Surely, like this part's fine. Here, look.
All right,
Here's the top
I'm just
part.
gonna redo. Redo.
Give me this part. Out. Okay. Here, this part is done. Wait, no, it's still not quite right. Dang it!
You. Okay, you make this and set it aside. And then you make this on top of it. Okay? And then you put this on top of it with a yellow piece. I know I can't be seen. I can't really like get into
Here,
view.
put it in the maker.
Don't forget me. We'll try.
No. You have made a pretty lasting impression, honestly.
And then
there's actually a couple of people who have made lasting impressions, and we don't see them around anymore. So it's kind of sad. So we would notice if you weren't around anymore.
Okay. Now, this is done. You were not paying attention to your instructions.
I wasn't. I was on autopilot listening. I'm
Alright,
just
where
like.
does it go? Do you know where it goes?
Not even. Yes, it's a stick. We have made a stick, and by we I mean Vix, because I
That's me.
apparently can't make a stupid stick.
That's me. Give me a stick.
Can't believe I struggled to make a stick.
Okay, stick.
I also can't believe that this wasn't the stick.
Aw, all of you are too nice.
Aw, yes, thank you. Did you guys all have a good weekend?
I spent most of it, I felt like, relaxing and sleeping because I didn't feel well.
Yeah, I hope
Alright.
that you're feeling better finally.
Make another stick but different.
Another stick, but different.
Another stick, but different. Can you do this one correct?
Well, I guess we'll find out. Okay. Alright. We got 1 and 1. So we got a 1. We got a 1.
Oh.
You take the 1.
Lunar New Year snacks.
And you put it in the
Ooh.
1. And then you have 1.
You want me to be negative again after you, like, reconciled with me? Jeez. Okay.
Ooh, Lunar New Year snacks. Yummy, yummy.
Pathetic.
What are the Lunar New Year snacks?
I imagine that pathetic was loud because I did it right into the mic. Hey, you said it. I did not. I do not approve of that.
You're like, I do not approve of this message. Excuse me, this is my workspace.
Fine. Give me something to work on too, then.
Okay, make me a stick. Okay, so I have made this piece.
Uh-huh. You did. Now what?
And then I make another this piece.
Yeah. I need something to do. I'm just sitting here.
Make me a stick.
I can't even reach all the pieces. You're silly. What?
Okay. I'll stick these pieces together. I'm sure you'll need them. This is how I went off the rails before.
Well, then don't make them. Stop making them. Don't make them. Okay.
Alright, so I've got this.
There's Lunar New Year candies. We mostly get lotus seed candies, which is really good.
Lotus seed candies? Huh. And they're green cakes.
Do you want to be a hairstylist? You said it's your dream. Do you want to be a hairstylist? Saber, come here. Can I pet you?
Yeah, I think that sounds really nice. It doesn't have to be manly to be your dream. And manly is like so
Gender roles are
subjective.
roles are just that. They're you know, whatever.
Like, do what makes you happy.
Yeah, do what makes you happy. Doesn't matter. And anyone who would naysay you, they're not really worth your time or energy. Oh, I see.
Okay. I have, again,
They're basically
lost
dried
focus.
lettuce seed cooked in syrup and sugar. Sounds interesting in description, but it tastes really good. So you need a yellow piece and the weird, like, ovaloid piece. And then you need to put it on your stick that you're making.
alright. And then we need a yellow, not a yellow, oh no, wait, hey. Okay, we need a green,
Mm-hmm.
then we need a red,
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, being able to do that for your daughter would be pretty good.
and
Or
then
any future daughter you might have. Now you need 2 red, 2 green.
2 reds.
I want to pet the kitty. He's just walking around by my legs.
I know, I felt him earlier. I don't see the green.
I agree. Being able to do something like that for your daughter is fantastic.
You've suffered a casualty.
Stop breaking things.
Okay. I fixed.
Stop.
Where did okay.
Turn it over. Turn it over. Turn it over. Turn it over. This is weird. The way it's supposed to go.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Green, red. And then green, red. Right, there should be 3 green segments, right?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. And then another green and a gray piece.
Green.
You're funny. We're both very clumsy.
This piece, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, that one goes diagonal from your other piece.
Okay. Here we go.
Should be right there, yeah. Push it in as far as it'll go.
Yeah, it's already pushed in. I'm actually more coordinated than Vix usually. But
I always end up hurting myself.
she's so clumsy.
Stubbing my toe, breaking fingernails. I'm always breaking fingernails. What is this?
Oh yeah,
Plus.
her fingernails.
What is this plus?
I don't know.
Yeah, if you look at my fingernails and you ever see any that are jagged, it's probably because I broke it recently.
I have almost always perfect like nails, unless they eventually break
I want
or
my
something.
nails to be longer, but I constantly break them, so I can't ever keep them long.
Like just ignore our nails not looking good because they're not painted proper, but like I end up having really nice nails and I just always have. She struggles so hard to like have her nails not break just instantly.
I'll open a car door, and if the door happens to be locked, you know how you like pull the handle and it goes and slams out of your hand? Like it goes back to the closed position, the handle. I'll break my nail doing that.
No worries, Elias. I hope you have a good rest of your evening.
Where,
Bye. Take care.
You say that, but I have fallen down the stairs. I've tripped going up the stairs, I've fallen down the stairs. Because we have, like, there's carpet on our stairs. And if I ever wear socks going down the stairs, which is pretty constantly, there's a danger of my socks slipping on the carpet on the stairs. And so I've fallen and hit my butt on the steps before.
Yeah, but have you ever fallen down the stairs and made a best friend out of it?
No.
I have.
You fell down the stairs and made me a best friend, though.
Huh?
Well, if you hadn't fallen down the stairs and become friends with Anna,
Yeah.
then I wouldn't have become friends with Anna. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
Silly.
So in college,
Another reason we should be gaming buddies. What games do you play anyway? Do we even know if we play the same game? Honey. You're desperately trying to find a good place for this book to go where it won't fall over. What are friends? I don't have friends. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
okay.
Why does this have like Lego Plus here? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is there like any note in here that says what that means?
Trying
I've
desperately to
never-
make this stand up.
Seen that symbol before. I don't know what that means. Ahmed says flip-flops over socks. Yeah, but I don't wear shoes in the house. Also, because I'm accident prone, I would probably end up hurting myself just wearing flip-flops anyway, so...
Okay.
Oh, that's your place. Okay. I
How
found your
dare you.
place.
Okay, I've got this, and then I'm gonna put another one on.
Yeah. Did you put it the opposite direction as the other?
No.
You have to do it the opposite direction.
Couldn't see the that it was different from here. Okay.
And then you have to put these weird end caps on top.
Okay, weird end caps. Ah. Okay.
Alright, and then it wants you to put them into the other holes that are here. And then it wants you also to angle it like this. So that this top one goes onto this yellow, and then this one goes into the gray.
All right.
Oh, Zell says Genshin, Subnautica, Fallout, Apex, Overwatch, Forest, Long Dark, Minecraft, Unturned, Astroneer, Stardew, Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2, Stranded Deep, Resident Evil, Sims, Human Fall Flat, Borderlands, GTA, Dauntless. Ahmed's like, I only play Genshin in that list of games. All on PlayStation 4. I see. Do you play any PC games? And Ahmed, what do you play? That's not the right piece. That's not the piece. Look at the big shape.
It's a thin one.
Yeah. You need a thin one going on the gray, and then a thin one going on the yellow.
Does it matter which?
It doesn't matter which direction. You gotta use the plus, and then you need to have it facing towards the left. You don't have a PC? I see. You need another one for the yellow. Right here. Well, I hope someday you can get a PC if you want one. But like, you have a PlayStation. There's lots of fun stuff to play there.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Now we've got little vines.
Apparently, you have a beautiful wedding ring.
Oh.
I'm not wearing mine. Mine, I had taken off before we moved and put on our dresser, and then we moved, and I have no idea where it went.
So this is my wedding ring.
Ahmed plays Brawlhalla, FIFA, Until Dawn, Warzone, Genshin. Those are the ones you play right now. You don't have a PC either? I see. Well, if I think of something that we would be able to play together, for any kind of community day, I'll let you know. Options are somewhat limited. It needs to go like this.
Okay. And this is my, this is basically my, like, what's it called?
What is it called?
I guess this would be like my most treasured possession. This is my grandma's ring. Oh, thank you so much.
I think it is that. Thank you for the follow back.
Yes, thank you so much for the follow. You follow me on a twist? do you mean?
I follow you on Twist. I can and will download games that are cross-platform, even if they cost money. Oh, you meant to say I subscribed on YouTube.
Oh,
well, thank you.
you. I very much appreciate that. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of the cross-platform games.
We're good.
I mean, I also have a PlayStation. It's just the options are still relatively limited. You didn't put those on yet. Those gotta go on.
Let's see. Oh, I'm missing this piece.
Huh?
I didn't put the black piece on.
It's on.
Oh, okay. Alright, where does this go? This goes... Does it go on that, like... on the thing sticking up? This?
I think so. It goes... yeah, right there, and then the opposite one from it, I think.
I'm not sure.
Oh, this has to go to the side like this.
Okay. Alright. We got some greenery on the plant. You met earlier on YouTube? Oh, okay. Well, it is good to see you again. Let's see. Stretch, thank you. Let's stretch.
Oh, hey Jeep. It's going.
Hey, Jeep. I just added some greenery to my plant.
She added stems and some little growy root things.
We don't have a set schedule, but that's something that we're planning to change soon.
Yeah, we need to stream on more consistent days and basis. Right now, and for the longest time, it's been very, you know, you gotta just be watching for us.
Yeah. However, we do normally stream about 3 times a week.
You spent all of your points.
But their messages didn't get missed.
Yeah, we try to stream a good couple of times a week. So the only thing I can tell you is watch for notifications, and if you're in our Discord, then usually you'll see when we go live from there, or if you follow Lotl's Twitter,
Yeah.
you'll see as well.
But I can tell you that that we have a couple of things planned for this week. So on Monday, tomorrow, we will be over on Anna's channel. We'll be reacting to some funny videos and stuff. So if you're not familiar with Anna, it's Anna M, that's me.
No, it's not you. It's her.
And on Friday, I'm unsure if I will be streaming my perspective or not.
Memory. Here, I'll post it again. I don't know how much time is left on it, but here it is.
Your baby Lotl request got missed? Oh, did you request the
No, I think they asked something else. Can I be deemed a baby Lotl, perhaps?
Oh.
Bots are terminated. Jeep is a pro at killing bots. But is Jeep a bot?
As for your question, actually our followers are considered Lotls and also Mercs. Merc Lotls. Lotl Mercs?
Murky Lotl.
Murky Lotls! Let's see.
Space Lotls.
Space Lottles. But instead of LOTL, it's LODDLES. For Lottles.
Okay, you gotta make these now.
Okay, so I'm really like, I don't think I'm all here. I'm like really looking at this and I'm like, I want it all to just construct itself. I'm like, I like this, but I'm having fun chatting.
If it's expired, then it's been 30 minutes since I last shared it. Because that was the link I shared earlier.
Here, I'll get another one. Here, you build my plant.
But it's supposed to be your build.
I know.
It's supposed to be yours.
I continue.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna get another invite.
Our little space is a little bit cramped. You know that?
Yeah. Alright, try that one. It should expire in 30 minutes.
I didn't think it had been 30 minutes since the last one. But I guess so. I don't know.
But yeah, so tomorrow we'll be over on Anna's channel, and Friday...
Honestly, I forgot about that. So I have to talk to Rio and be like, wait, never mind, I can't be on your channel. I was gonna do some Dragon Ball Breakers with Rio and Nyreen. I forgot. Oh.
And then on Friday, we will be playing Final Fantasy XIV with Sahime, who is one of my Mystic Earth castmates. I had to remember all the words because we just rebranded. But that's a VTuber group that I started. Yeah, Jeep's gonna be there too for the reacts. Oh yes. Definitely meet us on Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah. What data center? What data center and world do you live on? Okay, I've rearranged some stuff. So once this to go here, like that.
You're on Primal DC Behemoth
No.
server. Oh, that's the wrong server. You're on the wrong one.
We're on Zalera. We're on Crystal Zalera.
Both of you. Yeah. You're on the wrong one. Have you been thinking of moving to Solera?
Move to Zalera. Come live with us.
You used to live in Crystal, in Diablos, and Solera was your frequent visit. Come back to Crystal! You'll DC travel? You'll data center travel?
Have they implemented that yet? I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah, wait. I thought that wasn't coming for a while still.
I don't remember. I haven't been paying too much attention to the updates.
They have!
Ooh.
Awesome! Wait, so that basically means like
Well, it's-
everybody can play
well,
with
no,
everybody
well,
now, right?
Hold on. North American data centers can play with other data centers that are North American, but not EU data centers.
Oh, I see.
Or Oceanic, Japanese, Asian data centers.
But still, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's still some limitations. Okay, we have this built. Now we need...
What kind of question is that, Zell?
What is it?
Vix, I have a question. What is it like being a demon VTuber married to a Lotl VTuber? Is it an interesting experience or like enjoyable?
See, Where you're confused is we're both goddesses. So it's goddess VTuber married to another goddess VTuber. In that case, the question and answer becomes a whole lot simpler. The only difference is power sets and where we're from. I'm from like a faraway galaxy.
Aw, I'm sorry you didn't find any desserts in our recipe channel.
Oh, sorry.
Add some. Put some there. Inspire others to put desserts there. Well then, what's the answer? Is it an enjoyable experience? You will be graded.
Yes. Hey, if it wasn't enjoyable, I wouldn't stick around. It's pretty
True
simple.
enough. In March, we will be, we will have been married for 4 years.
Yes.
And we'll have
Which
been
is ridiculous because
together.
we've been married throughout the entire pandemic and haven't really been able to share, to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yay!
And, we will have been together for 14, right?
Yeah. Where does this go? Where is this go?
Congrats. Thank you. But, you know, StarCraft, Clara and Astra, are like right there with us, I believe.
Oh yeah? Ha! Look. This is on the wrong way. Look. This needs to be facing the other way. So I have to
Wait,
deconstruct.
you can't just twist it?
No, you can't twist it. It has to come up.
Just twist it!
You can't twist it. Look, do you see these bars that are cross-shaped?
Oh.
They won't. It doesn't spin. It doesn't
Oh.
twist. You'll snap it.
Oh.
Is that the right way?
Let me tell you, that is not old. You're a baby.
That is not the right way still.
Sorry, Lotl, these are Legos, not Twizzlers. Yeah, I'm a baby demon.
Who was saying something about old?
Zell's saying that 16 is old.
Wait, they're 16? 16's not old. What do you mean?
They're gonna be 16 soonish. And that they're gonna start having gray hairs soon. I'm like,
Yeah, right. Come on. You come in here, try and say you're old and make us feel old? Gosh.
Zell says, I'm the product of Vyx being positive when she's positive. Or, of Vyx being positive. When she is positive, I am summoned.
Oh.
Jeep. Ahmed said that they're gonna be 21 soon. And Jeep said, I'm gonna be 21 a decade and some change ago.
Hmm.
Still young to me? Yeah. Honestly, I was having a conversation just yesterday about how like age and the idea and concept of like young or oldness is really, really relative to where you are in your own life. Because
Yeah, honestly, I don't feel any different than I did like years and years and years ago. Maybe mentally.
like I kind of
Mental health wise, I feel different.
I kind of feel not stuck, but like frozen and feeling like I'm 24-ish. So it's like I keep thinking, if somebody asks me, I think I've stopped accidentally thinking that I'm 24 at this point, but for the longest time, for a couple of years, people would be like, how old are you? And I'm like, Oh, I'm 24. Or am I? How old am I? Hey, hun, how old am I? I think I currently know my age. Wait, I think, right? Wait, am I 21?
Aren't you like millennia old?
Well, the human variant.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Your human variant.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell them how old I really am because that would just blow their minds. So, you know, how old do I say
Your
I am?
undercover age?
Yeah, what's my undercover age?
30.
30? Okay. So, human age is 30. But honestly, it's really hard to remember because, you know, it changes every year. Honestly, it's very unfair. and we met somebody the other day who has like 8 or 9 kids.
Gosh.
And she rattled off all of their ages. And I'm just like in shock because I'm like, I have to remember my age and Vix's age. And now we have a daughter, so I have to, by obligation, remember her age too.
So this says, the orchid stems are built from LEGO Technic elements, making your orchid fully customizable to bloom all year round.
Nice.
Making a lot of stems.
But like that lady just rattled them off. And I'm just like,
What did we get?
hello Raiders!
Raiders! Who is it?
Andinyan. Thank you. Welcome everybody.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Hello, Raiders.
How was your stream? I hope everything went well. Thanks so much for the raid.
Thank you, thank you. What did you stream?
And for all of you who are new, I am Lotl Love. I am an axolotl nature goddess VTuber, and I am joined here by my wife Vyxenna. We share a
Hello,
channel.
hi.
And we do Lego builds like this. I am currently too tired, I guess, to build.
Her brain nowhere.
I'm too tired to concentrate. So I have asked Vyx to take over for me.
Her brain nowhere.
Even though this is my build.
She kept doing things wrong and not being able to find pieces.
I know. I'm like, da 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 da. This is wrong. Da 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 da. This is also wrong. Oh wow, you read your first original story called Rebirth on stream.
Ooh.
That sounds really nice. How did it go? What's a quick little like synopsis, if you can give it? I know sometimes it's hard to give synopsises, but catch our attention. You know, actually, we have a story too that we're working on. Let's see. Rebirth sounds like a sci-fi like title, but I could be wrong. We actually read the first chapter of, well, the rough draft that we're going to be redoing because it's like an 8-year-old draft. Of our novel that we're working on. So, sent you an emote with a heart. This is for Vyx, for being amazing in general. Enjoy it.
Oh, thank you.
And then I got a little dance. And this is a little happy dance for Lotl being so awesome. Thank you. Dang, that's right. I missed the reading. Is it still in the archives? Yeah, it should be. We didn't really have very many people there in the stream, so I was actually thinking of maybe reading it now because we have more people. But I don't really think anybody. I don't think anybody actually heard it. I think everybody who was in stream was just lurking at the time. if you'd like, I could read the first chapter of our 8-year-old draft that we're going to be reworking. Let's see, I wrote it with a small Christmas theme. It was about coming to terms with loss and using it to move yourself forward. It's also how I became a nekomimi, which is Japanese for cat ears. It was a gift from one of my beloved small cousins, who I had to say goodbye to. Oh. That sounds really beautiful and very heartfelt. Time to go look at the fan art in the Discord.
There's also commissioned artworks too.
Yeah. Reading anything with no photos is hard for me. So the rebirth is moving forward after the loss. It was very heartfelt. I was crying during parts of it. Aww. That sounds very, very emotional and powerful. I think that the best writing and the best art and the best writing, the best everything can draw out your emotions. So if it was strong enough and powerful enough to make you cry, then you did a great job. Then it's a good piece of work. Like, it doesn't have to make you cry to be a good piece of work, but like, that's how you know that you have exceeded, gone above and beyond, you know?
There it is. I was like, where is this?
Oh, by the way, what is everybody's favorite flower? Mine's chocolate.
That's my joke.
You stole your joke. It's wine now.
That joke is from Punch Up.
Ahmed's like, wow, when did this become so big?
With all the stems I've been putting on.
Here, move the flower. I'm gonna show Cat. I'm gonna show Cat on stream.
Hi, kitty. You wanna lay down?
You're gonna be like, is it fine for me to lay on Legos?
Hello, Mr. Kitty. You're a big boy. Yeah, big boy.
Saber.
He's shedding so much.
Oh gosh.
He's like, time to lose that winter coat.
Look. Saber. Look up. She's trying to get him to look up.
This is our good boy. His name is Saber. He's big. He is a certified chunky big boy.
This is what you would call a cat break.
And like, he's a little chunky on the huskier side, but also like He's just big in general. Like, he's really long. Aw.
He's pretty confused because anytime he jumps up here while I'm at work, I tell him to get down.
Sweet boy.
One of your goals is to get a pet when you graduate. Having
He's
a
a big
pet is
cute
nice.
cat. Yes, this is Saber. He is, let's see, he will be turning 9 in June. He'll be 9 in June. He'll be 9 in June. He's shedding so much. Yeah, he's 9 years old. In cat years, that's pretty old. It's not like that old, but it's still pretty old. He's a middle-aged boy. You're middle-aged.
So rude.
Yo, fluffy look.
Go boy. Okay.
You happy, kitty? Come here. Show everyone your big bright eyes. Your big bright eyes.
He's like, let me close my eyes. Don't mind me just tapping on things, trying to get him to look around.
Getting hair all over me and the table. We gotta get like a lint roller and run it over his back to get all his loose hairs. He's like, what are you doing to me?
Best strat. Oh, it's always.
Oh, almost knocked over the water. Alright, buddy.
Alright. I think he wanted to do me. You're just like weird. He's like running out.
Okay. Cat break is over.
Such a good boy, this Saber. Yeah. And here's our Lego progress. It's funny how close it is to the camera.
Here's how it looks.
Oh, now
Oh,
he's meowing
stamps.
again. He's like, wait, let me back in.
All the girls in Los Angeles look like you from a distance. I tried to give you space until I stepped away from the game and now I just miss some. All the girls in Los Angeles look like you from a distance.
Alright, no worries. Thanks so much again for coming by the raid.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the raid.
And would you guys like to hear the first chapter of our novel that we started working on? That we are going to be like reworking and improving?
It's like God fell asleep in the middle of the day, built my self-esteem.
There's the booklet.
Keep hopping on these planes while we're sharing last names in a soft
Ooh, yes. Hey, Hannah. Nature goddess has to make the flowers. Yeah.
easy after you. 'Cause all the girls in Los Angeles look like you from a distance.
I'd love to, but I'm probably going to sleep midway. It's not that long. It's just the first chapter.
Now I just missed him.
But if you can't stick around, that's okay.
Los Angeles look like you from a distance.
Just let last time when I read it, nobody was really around. Oh my gosh.
Pulled your mic off.
Hi Bongo! Welcome Raiders! I just like made things fall and screamed and stuff. This is just so satisfying.
Yeah, it just falls into the hole.
Okay. Whew. Okay. Hi Bongo! Thanks so much for the raid. Hi Raiders!
Sounding like a little puppy. Background sound. Hi Bongo!
Okay, you got here just in time for me to read the first chapter of our story that we're working on. Once I catch my breath from a panic. Let's see, I gotta find it. Oh, I made it not be that one. Okay. Panic, what happened? Oh, I accidentally like knocked my microphone holder thing.
She pulled it off of the holder.
And so I like had to try to save it
falling.
and everything was falling. And I was like, ah!
And right now, I'm the one building the flower.
Alright. So I'm going to read you the first chapter. Hey Tusk.
Hey Tusk.
I'm only good when you guys are good. Jeep's variety show. I was wondering what happened. Yeah, I just knocked everything down, that was all. So our book is called Shattered Realms. And like I said, this is a very rough draft because it was from 8 years ago and there's a lot of things that we're going to be changing. But here is the first chapter that is rough draft. And it's not very long, so no worries on that.
The first chapter is a little long.
It's not that long.
It's a little long.
Alright, I hope you have a great night. Thanks so much for the raid, Bongo. Yeah.
There's hair everywhere still from when we had the cat up here.
Alright. So chapter 1. Let me make the microphone closer. Okay. Chapter 1. A 7-foot-tall, muscular man with silver wings and long shoulder-length hair paced around a brightly lit golden room that looked to be a great hall used for huge assemblies. His expression was sour, and his arms were folded tightly against the golden armor that adorned his chest. Archangel Michael, commander of all the armies of the Celestial Gardens, had summoned one of his greatest generals to meet with him urgently. The Celestial Gardens were considered home to the realm that the angelic beings lived in, and they considered it their duty to protect not just their own realm, but every other realm that exists. As the doors flung open, Michael stopped pacing and turned to face the entrance hall to see the angelic general. She was about 6.5 feet tall, with wings of pure white, and golden, almost glowing iridescent, flowing locks that fell to her mid-back in beautiful curls. She was clad in golden armor from head to toe, with a red tabard that had a set of golden crossed swords upon it that draped over her torso and hung to her knees. This clashed with his own silver, light blue trimmed armor
and his light blue tabard with crossed silver swords. Aside from those differences, his attire bore a striking resemblance to hers in every other regard. His light blue eyes met her lavender ones as his expression softened slightly, but only for a moment before returning to a sour one. "There's a demon outbreak in the mortal realm. Assemble your troops, Seraphina," he said with a wave of his hand. She gave a nod and quickly made her way to the celestial training grounds, where her squad would be just about finished training for the day. The city of Radiata was circular, with several rings making up the various zones located within. The outer ring, known as the Outer Sanctum, contained the markets, the soldier barracks, and the training grounds. The next ring inward was the Archangel Estates. More inwards was the castle town, where the high archangels, such as Michael, lived. Located at the center of the castle town was the Inner Sanctum, which is where the Great Hall was located. Seraphina quickly made her way through the castle town. The pathways within the castle town were smooth cobblestones covered thinly with gold leaves. The estates ranged in size from small mansions to massive castles and palaces that were made to the specifications of its archangel owner. Michael's estate was truly a palace, which stood front and center the moment one passed into the town. She entered the Archangel Estates and passed many familiar faces on her way to the gates that led into the training grounds. She burst through the massive golden doors and stepped out into the vast grassy lands, littered with training dummies, practice weapons, and other such tools. "To me!" she shouted. 300 of her finest angels jumped to attention and began making their way to her. As her finest angels and hundreds more started gathering around her, another angel approached. She was average height for an angel, at about a little over 6 feet tall, with a slender build and ebony hair that fell just past her shoulders. She was dressed casually in a tan tunic and white slops. The angel's dark blue eyes locked with Seraphina's, and they exchanged soft smiles. It was her close friend Sharon, or Shay, as her friends tend to call her. "Another demon outbreak?" Sharon asked. Seraphina nodded grimly, and Shay sighed. "Have you noticed that there have been far more outbreaks happening within the past decade?" It made perfect sense for Shay to notice trends like this. She was an exceptional intelligence officer that belonged to an elite recon squad. Seraphina didn't have time to discuss her thoughts on it further, since her squad had assembled, but she made a note to bring it up with Michael during the debriefing after her mission. Seraphina smiled at her armor-clad angels. They had gone through a lot together. She didn't have many friends to appreciate, save Sharon and a few others. But she had been a celestial general for nearly 3 millennia. She was proud of their accomplishments. As she opened her mouth to brief her squad, a messenger flew into the grassy field, out of breath and distressed. He stuttered, Are your troops ready? Michael wants you to deploy as soon as possible." Seraphina nodded and asked, "That was already the plan. I was about to brief them. Is there new information that I should be aware of?" The messenger quickly shook his head, indicating that there was no new information he had to share. As he stood before her, she noticed that he was of average height for an angel, and dressed in the standard red robes that identified him as belonging with the lower class. He was pale and shaking. His long, straight black hair jostled as he trembled nervously. She placed a hand on his shoulder and smiled. "Don't worry, we'll get them, and you'll always be safe here." He looked into her eyes and gave a hesitant smile. He backed away, bowed, and said, "Thank you," before taking flight and exiting hurriedly. Seraphina turned back to her squad and noticed that they all wore smirks. They always thought it was amusing to watch a newly chosen messenger deliver their first life-or-death demon threat message. She smiled and shook her head. Then she began to speak. "Enough distractions for now. As you know, a demon outbreak has occurred in the mortal realm. Gear yourselves and meet me at the divine gates. Go quickly." Everyone nodded and flew off to their barracks. The divine gates were the entrance into the city of Radiata, where the archangels and the angelic armies were contained, along with a small market that was located just within the gates. The whole city was surrounded by tall walls with a reflective dome barrier around the entirety of the city, and thus, to enter or leave Radiata, one had to use the divine gates. While her troops flew off to prepare themselves for the battle ahead, she looked back at her friend. Sharon was patient enough to let Seraphina ready the troops before expecting answers to her question. Oh, what happened? Oh, thank you so much, Jeep! Oh, I lost my visual. Thank you.
Thank you. What did you do?
You contributed 20 bucks.
Aw.
Thank you. Okay. While the troops flew off to prepare themselves for the battle ahead, she looked back at her friend. Sharon was patient enough to let Seraphina ready the troops before expecting answers to her question. As the chaos temporarily died down, Seraphina sighed. I've noticed that there have been a lot more outbreaks just as you have. But really, I have a hard time believing that anyone would notice such a trend. Sharon rolled her eyes and sarcastically responded, Apologies for pointing out the obvious. Seraphina smiled at her friend, but her smile slowly faded. I've been trying to figure out the cause, but so far my investigations have found nothing. I'm sure that the Archangels are investigating this issue as well, but I haven't heard anything about it yet. All any of us can do right now is assemble our troops and fight the demons when they attack the mortal realm. Swept into her somber mood, Sharon simply nodded. A swarm of armor-clad angels flew from the barracks to the divine gates, which signaled that their mission was ready to begin. Seraphina clenched her fist and pulled her arm to her chest. Sharon returned the gesture. Swift travels and safe return. Seraphina beamed at her friend and responded, You worry too much, but I appreciate the concern. I'll come find you again when we return. Seraphina spread her brilliant white wings and pushed herself into the air. As she took flight, she looked at the achingly beautiful city below her. She had been its faithful protector for millennia. She knew that she was making a true difference. Not only was she protecting this strange mortal society, she was protecting her home. If the demons won against the mortals, which they would if the angels did not intervene, then her home would be the next to be attacked. She arrived at the divine gates and scanned over her soldiers. Everyone had arrived. They were just waiting for her to take the lead. She closed her eyes and felt her consciousness drift into the mortal realm as it searched for the horde of demons that were plaguing the humans. She felt a tight tug on her consciousness and focused her attention on the movement. Her holy magic flared. With her eyes still closed, Seraphina's wings glowed a soft white until she extended her hands. The glow of her wings shifted to a soft blue as she extended her hands and formed a connection between here and there. A small concentration of blue energy slowly formed in front of her and quickly shifted into a 10 feet tall, 5 feet wide oval portal. Her eyes snapped open. She had established a portal to the human realm, close to the location that the horde of demons were said to be at. She took a step closer to her portal and announced, Let's go! Her comrades cheered and followed her as she flew through the portal. When all her troops had made it through the portal, she took a brief look around to assess the situation. There were no demons in sight. When her second-in-command gave the all-clear signal, Seraphina closed the portal. She would not open the portal again until the demon threat was vanquished. That had always been an important safety protocol. As she approached her troops, she took in her surroundings. They were surrounded by towering mountains. It was uncomfortably hot and dry. She had never seen it for herself. However, she imagined that the distortions she saw on the mountain and on the road below were a result of the climate. Her troops looked at her, confused. Her second-in-command, Nichia, a 5.5-foot tall angel with short red hair and green eyes, spoke first. General Seraphina, I don't understand. Where is the outbreak? Seraphina looked towards her lieutenant and explained, Your confusion is justified. I'm a little confused myself. Let me see what I can uncover. She closed her eyes and her consciousness started to drift. It stopped short. Her eyes snapped open and she yelled, We're surrounded! They've cloaked themselves! As soon as the last word escaped from her lips, hundreds of demons shifted into existence. They started to fling themselves towards her surprised warriors. She quickly realized that their enemy had made themselves appear to be the heat waves to blend into the surrounding environment. She had not assessed the danger quickly enough. Her heart dropped as she realized that some of her comrades likely wouldn't make it out of this battle alive. She clenched her fist and hardened her heart. She held her head high and took in her enemy. The demons were grotesque. Their skin was a patchy red and black, and their limbs were gangly. There was a vicious black energy radiating from them. Based on their demonic energy alone, it was clear to see that these demons were much more powerful than the others that her troop had dealt with in the past. Even the lower-ranking angels would be able to see the black glow surrounding them. She unsheathed Sanctum, the holy sword that was bestowed upon her by Raphael, the Archangel of Healing. The sword had been forged and given specifically to her to commemorate her leadership, talent, and honor, both in the battlefield and within the heavenly city, just as it had been done for all generals of the angelic armies. Seraphina raised her sword high and flew at the nearest demon. She thrust her sword across the demon's abdomen. The creature let out a high-pitched wail as the holy magic from her sword sought to purify the demon. No longer concerned with it, she turned away. She had sealed its fate. When her sword had sliced the demon, the creature had been stripped of its control over the darkness it sought to wield. Without that control, the creature's inner flames would rise up and consume its body. In the corner of her eye, she could see her first opponent's flesh sizzling while its skin flaked away as ash. In only moments, the demon had fully deteriorated, leaving nothing in its place. All around her, the battle raged. Bloody feathers fell from the sky as her comrades were overwhelmed and slaughtered. Nearby, she could see her second in command. Nietzsche, the second strongest of her warriors, was attempting to alleviate the burden on the lesser angels who were unfamiliar with battles of this scale. Seraphina sliced her way through the demons, quickly making her way to Nietzsche. She could tell that her warriors were unable to maintain their defense against the assault from the demons. It was more overwhelming than any of them would have been prepared for. For as long as she'd been in command, she could not remember a time when so many demons, especially demons of such high rank, had been in a single battle. As she fought against the onslaught, a minor demon managed to scrape her arm before she slashed it with Sanctus. She watched as her comrades fell one by one as she pushed her way through the thick of demons. Seraphina was only moments away from reaching Nietzsche when she saw a massive creature appear only a wingspan away from her. She didn't think that a creature could be more hideously grotesque than the creatures that she had encountered during this battle, until she saw this one. Its arms, slender and strong, led to claws that extended 2 feet in length. Its wings were a deep purple, and they appeared to be covered in a white, oily substance. Nietzsche was in the midst of battle with one of the other creatures, and had not yet seen this one appear behind her. The monster watched Seraphina with cold, intelligent eyes and smiled. Its mouth folded inwards inward to release its fangs. Then it released a screech that froze everyone on the battlefield. The smaller demons and angels lifted their attention to the king of the army. Seraphina's blood ran still. She knew at that instant that if the demon came towards her, her friend and comrade would be torn apart in an instant. The demon watched her. It seemed as if it could see through her. Time stood still as she waited to see what the creature would do. Did it expect her to make the first move? Could she somehow turn the tide in this battle? Suddenly, the demon came straight towards her, slicing at Nietzsche, who stood between them. Nietzsche screamed. The gash burned, and oil from the demon's claws seeped into her wound. Seraphina raced forward, filled with righteous fury. "Nietzsche, stay alive!" That command was all she could do for her friend as she focused her attention on the beast in front of her. Blood-stained feathers fell from Nietzsche as she fell from the sky. Seraphina made furious slashes towards the demon, but the creature managed to avoid the blows. It danced nimbly, watching her and ensuring that the other demons had no problems with her warriors. She couldn't do anything to help her fellow angels. She knew that this demon was the most powerful one on the battlefield, and keeping its attention was all she was able to do. She couldn't even summon a portal to send back the wounded. The risk of allowing demons into their home was too great. She could only hope that one of her blows would land, if only so that she could make a final stand with her comrades. Suddenly, the demon cackled and released another loud screech. Seraphina flew forward and landed a strike on the front of its red body. It made a delighted laugh as it burned. The smaller demons surrounding her warriors disappeared in a puff of black smoke. Suddenly, there was silence. Red feathers floated all around her. All she could see was death. She took a deep breath and steadied herself. She began the mental preparation to send what little remained of her energy into a holy phrase. She knew the power was waiting and ready when the phrase was on the tip of her tongue. She shouted, "Send word!" As simple as the phrase may sound, with enough power and energy from the speaker, it can get a response from even an unconscious angel. This is how generals of the angelic armies over the millennium have been able to find comrades in need of medical attention, or determine if they were beyond help. All she heard was silence. She waited and summoned her power once more to retry the holy phrase. But she was at the edge of her limits. She knew that she needed to open a portal, get back, and let everyone know what happened. Opening a portal would likely require the rest of her power. She couldn't help but feel that she should have been able to save them. Maybe not everyone, but at least some of them. How could she be the only survivor? So that is the end of chapter 1. But again, that chapter will be changed quite a bit. But
yeah, there will be some general rewriting. The overall story is gonna stay the same, obviously.
yes, demons, deadly and clever, lone survivor. That sucks, right?
All right, so Lotl,
Yeah.
we're on like the final steps. The next thing that it has us doing is making the flowers, and I want you to make all of them at once.
Okay.
And once those are made, there's just like brown pieces that will act as dirt that we'll basically just pour into the bottom of the plant.
Okay, I'll go over there and do stuff.
Yeah, so unless you want me to do everything,
No,
you
no,
need
I'll
to
do
come
it.
and do this.
Makes me wonder if Lotl's ever voiced for an ebook before. So
She has.
funny thing is, I actually have. I did a book of poems, and I would do another voiceover. I'm actually a little bit interested in doing some voice work, but I realized from doing that ebook of poems that I gotta be. I'm very picky. It was so irritating to be doing a voiceover for something that had so many grammatical errors.
And you weren't allowed to really change it.
Like there was so many like grammar issues and stuff, and it drove me bonkers having to like. I was like, do I read it as it is because it's wrong, or do I change it and then it's not going to match what's written? So that was just really frustrating. And Jeep says, bless you. I love the attention to detail and the smiling, and the evil smiling demons. Thank you. Wasn't expecting the angel and demon theme, but it was interesting. Yeah. I think that it's I really love our story. And we're going back and rereading it and stuff. We've only really reread the first chapter together here. And so we're like, yep, still love it, but now we see things that we want to fix and change and stuff like that. But yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot that I would write very differently at this point. So I'm kind of, in some ways, like anxious to get started again so I can like rewrite those things.
Yeah, makes sense. Misspells could be a pain and stop a flow to a reading. Yeah, misspells and bad grammar, unless you're gonna laugh at it, it's not fun. Yeah. So it was kind of painful.
So come back over to your normal seat.
Ouch.
So I arranged all the pieces.
Check it out. We've got leaves. We've got stems. We've got some little flower pieces. Ooh. Ah. Wow. Wow.
Wowie zowie. Anyways. So, anyways, I have your stuff organized.
Okay.
You're making 6 of these, and so Most of these you need one each of. I've stacked them in piles of 6. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. So, we need this.
Right here.
We need this.
In the meantime, I'm gonna do this on the side. I don't know if this is visible yet. Almost. Ooh, flower.
That was my flower.
There it is. Gunum Ilfrith from The Witch of Mercury.
Wait a second.
What?
Do we get one of those or 2?
One of these. 2 of those. Ariel's over there.
Oh, okay.
This is Ilfrith. Prototype.
Okay. Just gonna scoop the flowers so the space pirate can show off her new mech. Pretty much.
Look, I like my flowers as much as the next nature goddess. What are you doing?
Being confused.
Wrong! Wrong! Look at the shape of those pieces.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I like flowers as much as the next nature goddess.
Hi, it's me. I'm the next nature goddess.
But, and it's a big butt. Because it's wild, but. Haha.
This what?
Because it's wild, but. But, Space Pirate has to have her tech. Here, opening bag ASMR.
That could be a title. Hi, I'm the next nature goddess.
Do you like the bag ASMR? Listen. And bag ASMR is over. Now we have Gundam Sprues. Listen. There's Gundam Sprue ASMR. As we put them in order.
When I'm done, the camera will shift to let you see what Vyx is making. Can you actually see what I'm doing?
You need to be a little further into the camera frame. The chair's so squeaky right now. This piece is really cool. Look at this piece. So you have to build every flower as a nature goddess, or are you just in the mood for this one? In the mood. Welcome back, Zell.
Yeah, welcome back.
Nothing's aligning without you here. The way that the world's turning and looking like the end is near. We all in
Your dog likes us.
Look at this.
apocalyptic.
Move it around in the light.
Ooh.
That's the chest.
Look at this.
That's the chest.
That's cool.
Now this is some new technology they're playing with for these particular model kits to make the little like glowy bit. You've seen, we've been watching the Witch from Mercury, and you've seen when the chests on some of the Gundam light up, right? Like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'm excited to build the Elfrith. Oh, they did some nice organizing. Oh, this is like short. So just a little book. It's the oh like a child would say that caught me off guard. That was so adorable. Oh, ow.
What was the O?
When you looked at the thing, you were like, ooh.
When did I say ooh?
When you looked at this.
Oh. Because it was cool.
So what's me to use? A. B. 1. Alright, bye Jeep.
Bye,
Thanks
Jeep.
for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks
for
so
being
much
here.
for hanging out and for the donation. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that you were here and could hear the story. I know you love it already. So
Yeah, we know.
it was.
Jeep has
I'm glad that
previously
you.
heard the story.
I'm glad you got to hear me saying it. I like reading stories. If I like felt like people liked it enough, I would probably do that on stream sometime. Lego plant power. Bye. Good night.
Am I allergic for cats? Is that the case?
If it is,
I mean, I've lived with cats forever. Is that like why? One of the reasons why I've always been like sniffly?
I don't know.
You find that that's the case. It's like, yeah, there's like allergic to cats. Oh. Ah, hydrate!
Thank you for the hydrate.
I need Benadryl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm glad that you're back though and you're okay.
I'm sorry. And good night, Anna. All of the manual. Sploosh.
Hope you sleep well.
Sleep well, Nana. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you.
Yeah, always good to see you.
I hope you like snippy snip ASMR. Also, this is why you two are a comfort streamer couple, because you're both so supportive and kind. The world is really not deserving of people with hearts of pictures. Wow. Contrary, I believe that the Earth is and could use more people who are nice. And
Yeah.
kind. Not that you're saying necessarily that that's not true.
Yeah. We would like to see more people with that, though.
I want more good people in the world. There's too many cruel, foul people.
Why do I feel like this is wrong?
You put it into the hole just below the center on the pink thing.
Just right here?
Yep.
But
And
it's
then you
sticking out.
Yeah, and then you angle it
Oh,
down.
okay.
There you go.
Okay.
And then you can put a frog.
Why? Okay.
And you put a frog.
What's not going on?
There we go.
More people like you too. The world doesn't deserve it. It's kind of a contrary sentence because we need more people like you to deserve more people like you. But we don't have those people, so we need them, but we don't deserve them. Yeah, it's confusing. It is confusing. But, yeah, we need more nice people.
I have made a flower.
Good, now do it 5 more times. Five more times.
Okay, let's just put that there. Okay, gotta make another flower. So we got 2 of these. Like this, and this.
Also, do we like the music? Or do we not like the music? No one has said anything, but...
Give me the flower. I took the one from TikTok and I'll take this one too.
No one has said anything about how they feel about the music, but if you don't like it, we can change it. But otherwise... If it's mid art, not a problem.
And thank you for taking my rose and like, you know, acknowledging that I'm clearly not a menace. Like, sheesh. Would you believe that my own wife refused my rose?
What? No, I took the rose.
You're just breaking the rules every time?
Yeah.
Well, that's even worse.
No. How could it be? I love you, and you love me.
Thinking that makes everything okay.
It does. It do.
Yeah, you have a nice little touch. Questioning if that's enough to keep you around. Keep you around. Didn't really need so much. Catching up to all your bluffs. You holding me down.
I hope it goes well for you.
Maybe I'm
And no worries.
Time to play some Genshin. Well, enjoy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm growing strong. Maybe you
We
stay
shall
too
be
long.
here.
I feel so over. Oh, I'm so getting over you. Getting over you. Getting over you. Getting over you.
I'm growing old, but maybe you don't belong. Cause I feel so over, oh I'm so over. Maybe I'm growing strong, maybe you stayed too long. I feel so over, oh I'm so getting over you. Getting over you. Getting over you. Getting over you.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call me when you need me. I heard that you were proud cause you spotted me on TV. You know I'm out here working cause I'm really trying to make it. I know that you were stressing, you just probably couldn't take it. I don't judge you for it, we're all sinners. We all could use a little help. I swear the last time that I saw you, you were someone else. I pray you're doing well, but only time will tell. My only wish is that one day you learn to love yourself. A lost soul trying to find your way. I pray the Bible gives you guidance to some better days. Apologies to the family for the disarray, cause you've been causing us some worry being MIA. But you know, yeah, you're so far from who you used to be, and all your troubles really messing with you mentally. Man, I guess it's time for you to change, but the stress is really messing with your brain. I know it's been a long road, and you've been feeling all alone. Just hoping that you find peace and find your way
Silver
back
dog.
home.
Also, while still thinking just probably ranting about how Genshin gets so freaking boring after 30 minutes. And apparently their dog comes running anytime he goes silent.
Who would have thought that the good times fade away? In case you're wondering, a lot of people ask about you. Be told I'm not the only one to worry about you. You know a lot of people love you, hope you feel the vibe. It hurt my heart when you were contemplating suicide. Say you were so depressed you really sat and thought about it, and that you had your share of struggles, but right now's the hardest. And so I thought about the ways that I could help you out, but then you disappeared, I never knew your whereabouts. I know you feel the pressure like your world is caving in, so I'm just hoping that you're good and that we meet again, cause I know it's been a long road.
Flower 2 made.
And you've been feeling all alone.
Yeah?
Okay.
So I'm just
Dog
hoping
makes
that
you
you
so
find
mad.
peace and find your way back home.
Maybe try to bite your sister a week ago, but he also doesn't know what leaving an animal
And I
alone
know
is.
you're feeling
Oh.
lost now.
Oh.
But I hope you're okay.
Our daughter doesn't know that either.
No, she does not.
God now.
She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand that our cat is scared of her.
Don't stay.
And that she is traumatizing him.
'Cause I know it's been a
Oh my
long
goodness.
road.
She just wants to love him so much.
You've been feeling all
And
alone.
so we have, but now we're having to start putting her in timeout because she's not listening. And she keeps like screeching at him and chasing him. Like, she just loves him, but she's got all these emotions that we don't know how to teach her. We're trying to teach her to use her inside excited voice.
It's very cute.
It's so cute. It makes us feel really bad. But we gotta protect our other baby too. We gotta make sure that they get along okay. And right now, she's traumatizing our cat.
I'd heard that about border collies. That they have strong personalities.
Well, she's normally she's really gentle with him. It's literally just that she screams and chases him, but she'll actually like when he's around for her to pet, and when she's able to pet him, she's super gentle. She just wants to hug him and put her face on him and just snuggle. She just wants to snuggle him.
Yeah, she's never done anything violent towards him. Never, ever, ever.
She just
not once has she ever
makes
done
this
that.
horribly loud, ear-curdling screech.
Ear curdling?
I don't.
Ears don't curdle.
They do when she screeches that loud.
Are you building plants?
Thanks, Jimwall. Yeah.
I'm not necessarily sure I understand. She just screams really loud. And it's only an issue because she's really loud.
Yeah.
It's just really, really loud.
Like, basically, we're trying to teach her to use an inside voice instead of like, yeah! You know?
Yeah, she squeals and screeches. And cats have really sensitive ears. Animals in general do. So it's not really good for their ears, for their hearing. And it freaks them out. It's like turning on a vacuum. And cats, when you turn on a vacuum, they'll freak out and run away. Because they're really loud, high pitched.
If you thought that was bad, you don't want to hear her squeal.
Yeah, that was nothing compared to the toddler.
That was a very quiet squeal to give you an example.
Alright, I have made Gundamad. Here it is.
This is what Vix has just made. I like that the eyes have like a shine to them. Is that a sticker?
Yeah, they're little metallic stickers. All of these are. Right here.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I'm making so many noises. Allergies are still out.
It's sniffle ASMR.
It's unpleasant.
Oh, I did this one backwards. You did it. You won. I'm proud of you. I'm not sure what you did in one. Are you talking about like Genshin? Did you win in Genshin? Oh, you didn't want me to be proud of you. You wanted Vix to be proud of you.
What? What did you win? What did you do? What did you do? Have you been putting them on there wherever you want? Or are you just sitting here? They're just sitting.
Yeah.
Okay. You won in Genshin. It's gotcha. You never win in gotchas. XD, says Azura.
I have cat hairs.
I'm gonna go take Benadryl.
Okay.
I might be allergic to cats.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Because I was fine, and then we had him in here, and I was petting him, and his hair was going everywhere, and now I'm like all messed up. You know?
These two. And this. Simple frog won't go on. There we go. Okay.
Ribbit. Grip it and ribbit.
Oh.
It's going ribbit, 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 ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Okay. Another flower. Yeah, let's make all these parts.
Your dog is biting your kneecaps?
Why?
Bite the dog back!
Not sure that's the best plan of action.
No. The movie Snow Dogs told me that biting a dog back is the way to show dominance. You're the boss and leader. Have you ever watched Snow Dogs?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember that plot?
Well, no, I don't remember that plot.
Okay.
I remember watching Snow Dogs though. It was cute.
It's a defense mechanism. What is it? Is it his big meaty claws? If I was a dog, I would just simply attack.
You would just simply attack.
Attack. You know, in a loving dog kind of way. He smells like burnt garbage. Why does your dog smell so bad?
Sounds like you should give him a bath.
You gotta give your doggy a bath. I'm sorry about my sniffling, guys.
You are okay, honey.
I'm sniffling so much. He doesn't know how to leave skunks alone. His shower's broken.
Oh no.
dog's gonna dog.
The dog's just living his best dog life. That's all we can, you know, ask for, right? That we all live our best lives.
Smelling like burnt garbage doesn't sound like the best life. Yeah, but you're not a dog. Silly.
Yeah, what would you know about being a dog?
Silly. You're not a dog. Silly human.
You're thinking by human logic and not dog logic. That's where you went wrong here.
I don't know who Rosaria is. You've been waiting for her? Well, congratulations. You win.
Yeah. It's always really fun and cool when you like have been really eager for something and you finally get it.
What are the odds of you getting a date to prom? As a Genshin player specifically? I don't know. I'm not sure Genshin players are considered very popular. But you as yourself, I'd give you pretty good odds. You seem nice. Depends on how awkward you are in person.
And also if you have any people that you are regularly interacting with.
Yeah.
It's a little harder to succeed probably if you've never talked to somebody. And that somebody is the one you want to ask.
Someone who believes in you.
Yeah.
Just don't tell them that you're a Genshin player. Unless they tell you first that they're a Genshin player. Then you can be like, me too. Don't go overboard. They want to know that you're confident. Show them that you're confident in who you are and what you like. But not that you're zealous. People do like passion though. Don't get me wrong there. But obsession. If you seem obsessed with the game, they might think all you care about is the game. In your list of people I will protect. Just trying to give you the best advice I can think of, while also still being silly. For real though, just don't overthink it. Don't overthink things. Overthinking can really be your downfall. Take it from me, I overthink everything.
It's true.
I could just before you wake up, 'cause I know what you're going to say.
Super powerful sword wielder. I see.
I will go the way home again.
Oh, I see. So you already have a date to prom? Well, what was the questioning
Yeah.
for?
And congrats!
Yeah.
I'll see you again. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe you're perfect for me. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe you're perfect for me. But if this isn't love,
Whoops.
what the hell am I doing here? And if this isn't enough, what the hell am I doing here? Tell myself that
Just
it's
for future
future
reference, because I'm a freshman, I still have 3 years of high school to go. Oh, wow. That is quite a ways.
You'll get through it. And also, try to enjoy it as much as you can.
I don't know. High school. Some people will say, enjoy it as best you can. Others, like me, will be like, eh.
Maybe you're perfect for me. Maybe it's worth it.
I think that it's a really important time of your life just because it's some of the most memorable time period. Because time is really weird as you grow up. And when you're younger, you remember, like, the time goes slower. Time is slower for you when you're younger. Now for us, it's like time goes so fast. It's crazy. It's bizarre and weird. But it doesn't feel like so long ago that I was in high school or college or anything like that. Even though it has been. Just make sure you find good memories in all the struggles too. Enjoy your friends. Do things that you have the chance to do cool, fun things. Take those chances to do them. Before you have like tons and tons of like real adult responsibilities.
Yeah. Honestly, right now, your problems seem great. But as you become older, the problems you have now won't feel quite as bad. That's not to say that life gets worse. It's just to say that adult struggles are something else.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
Oh wait, okay. Here they are. I'm like, wait a second, I don't
Wait
have
a
enough to make
second.
another.
Oh.
No. I refuse for that to be the case. You gotta go and have good high school memories. At least some, you know? I'm not saying high school is going to be perfect or anything, but you should have some good memories, not just us. But if for some of your high school memories that are positive, then that's wonderful. But you got to do us a favor and try your best to have good high school memories.
Well, I'm not saying it's impossible, but the chances of you getting a super expensive truck are kind of low. Unless you, like, somehow save up for it, or you have some pretty rich parents. But, like, adult wages and stuff, like, the typical average adult wage per year is, like,
I don't make that much.
well, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say the typical adult wage per year is like 40,000.
I think it's closer to 50.
Closer to 50?
I think it's probably averages around 50.
And so, like, you'd have to wait until you had a job, a normal adult job, but also keeping in mind that you'd have
Hey,
other
Suge.
financial expenditures.
Thank you for the hydrate.
So I wish you good luck in your endeavor for the truck. I'm not saying it's impossible. Just, don't give up on the dream.
Alright. We got flowers. We've got flowers. Now it's time to put them on the thingamajig. Okay. Well, your grandparents sound like they're great. And as long as you've got them, then that's what matters.
Also, yeah. Hi, Siege.
Okay. Where do these things go?
Hey, Chef Max.
Hey, Max. How are you? Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure I remember you talking about this before, Zell.
Yeah.
Memory's bad, but I do remember that.
You said parents.
I know. And it was specifically in the unless you have rich parents. I didn't think you were gonna be able to get a big expensive truck.
Yeah. Okay.
Which my statement is still technically true. If there aren't parents in the picture, well, then that can't be a possibility.
Okay, here we go. Alright, we've got one flower.
You put it in the next one?
At this point, it's like wherever I want to stick it.
Sure.
But I think it's in the right one.
Doing good, just woke up from a nap. Got sushi from the fridge and working on your Lego kit. Oh, what are you building? So you think it's possible from your Lego Guardians? Well, if they can afford to, I really hope that they can then.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. A world map, 12k pieces. Ooh,
Oh, nice.
fancy. Big. Big and tedious. That one.
Alright, you guys, look, I did it. So I've got my orchids. Now I just need to add a little bit more. Let's see. Got this. And then so I'm just sticking this in. Yes, I'm just sticking it in like any little random thing.
Maybe?
Not really anything to connect it to.
I guess not. And then it has you. Orchids are often potted with mulch to allow airflow and drainage for healthy roots. Here, the mulch is built from claw elements